Welcome back, friends. I'm Mellowseven, and this is Football Manager 2018. We are here with AC Ajaccio in the Champions League for our final season of our Journeyman save. So, a little bit to talk about today. First of all is, I'm really liking this season. I'm having a great time this season. One of the reasons is because we're only playing, a couple of games between videos, so I don't feel like I'm forced to rush through big chunks of the game to put out a video every day, which is great. And it leaves me time to do things like training. And in fact, if we go here, you can look and see that I finally did training. It was way down here, of course, because it's a new one. So I did a training one here to kind of sit down and go through everything and make sure we had everybody training what I wanted to. Now, it doesn't matter particularly much this time, and we're partway through the final season we're going to play, and it doesn't really matter that much period in Journeyman saves, because generally speaking you're only at a club for maybe 3, at the outside 4 seasons, and so training isn't as big a deal. You kind of pick a couple players that you're worried about and you deal with them. You don't worry about the team as a whole, but it bugs me to not do it. So I've gone back and I'm taking control of everything except match training. And I'm letting the assistant coach, Gas, take our senior team match training, and then the reserves and the under 19s coach handle their match training. But I handle team training and individual training for everybody. So this is the senior team, reserve team we've got going on. We'll talk about this in a second. And under 19s. Under 19s, I generally don't do a lot of focused training. I like to leave that kind of vague, and we do physicals for the team, and we work on the physicals. By the time they hit the reserve team, then we can start worrying about the technicals and that sort of stuff. But at this point, I just want the physicals to be good. I want to make sure we don't have a crazy workload, because they don't deal well with that when they're young. They can only absorb so much, and I want them to be absorbing the physical aspect of the training to work on that. So that's what we're doing. Let's look at our reserves now. Interestingly enough, I noticed that we have 13 reserve strikers, which is probably too much by 7. We probably need 6 on the reserve team, because we play a 3-striker formation. So 3 and then 3 subs is probably plenty. And so we probably need to start going through. So I thought what we'd do is, I thought we would do reserves. We'll look at just our attackers, and we need to kind of figure out who we want to keep and who we don't want to keep. And so I thought maybe we'll just go and look at attributes. Let's look at attacking first. So, and I think we probably should have some idea what potential is for some of these players. So let's go ahead and throw in our potential ability there. And we'll auto size this. And we'll kind of take a look and see who looks good and who doesn't. So for instance, I think this guy, despite the fact he's got a potential ability, we probably should put age in here too, right? We should know how much farther he's got to go, because he might be 16 and I'm just playing him here for, whatever. He is not. He's 20 years old already. Nothing is in the green yet. I think we could probably say that Mamadou could probably be, despite the fact he's got a spectacular name, Mamadou Diop is a great name. I think we probably, and his physicals aren't spectacular either. And he's really aggressive. We have too much of that anyway, so he gets transfer listed. So we'll just we'll add him to the unwanted. I think at this point we just sell. I don't worry about it too much. What about these failed? We might have to come back in and do some of these. So who else did we have? We had Haikam Benali here listed, mostly because he doesn't have a huge potential ability. But you know what? I mean, none of these guys have a huge potential ability. That's really it. And the difference between 107 and 96, it's probably more important where those numbers are. And I would say, looking at this from an attacking standpoint, he's clearly better than Jacques Atogna here. Atangana, maybe. And yeah, he's got good finishing, and he's got good heading, and he's strong. He's a decent target man, except for the fact he doesn't jump, even though he's 6'1". So I think we're better off actually unlisting, remove from unwanted list, and we unlist Hikem here. Transfer, no status set. And we'll just put him back to youngster here. Okay. And then I think we probably go ahead and list Jacques, and we'll go ahead and we'll add him to the unwanted list, and we'll sell a release. Say I'm not all that worried about it. Yeah, I think we're probably fine leaving Laurent here. And we'll go ahead and make sure he gets maybe offered out again. Jeffrey Hoyts actually doesn't look too bad. He's got no long shot. His passing isn't great. His vision's not great. But, these numbers look pretty decent. Sebastian, there's a little bit of green. It's 11 and 12s. I think for the most part, we can agree that he's fine if we lose him. Let's kind of list people maybe by those that we've already. Let's make sure the people we've listed are people we want listed. So I think Nuno here, I don't see it. I mean, he's got good finishing and he's good off the ball, which could be a lot. And his dribbling's decent. So he's a pretty good poacher probably. But I think we're okay with that. Sebastian Brand, I think I'm okay losing that. Laurent, yeah, I mean, again, a 14, 11, 13, except in this case, he doesn't have the dribbling that Nuno has. So Nuno is clearly, if we take a look there, he's got decent physicals though, good balance. Determined, good teamwork, and I actually like those mentals quite a bit. If we were a league lower, it probably wouldn't matter. And again, work rate here is a bit of an issue. It's on the way up. So yeah, I think we're okay there. We already talked about him. We talked about him. Bouchard, we have him on the development, and we've promised to find a loan for him. And he is one of our better players, I think. So I think we're okay keeping him. Samir here, he's got good first touch. Is he one of our target men? Yeah, good first touch, good heading. Again, jumping reach. He's 6 feet. He can dribble. I don't know. I mean, we've got to start to get rid of some of these guys. Like I say, we've got 5 of them listed. We probably need to find 2 more that we don't like in this group and move them on. Gomez here, maybe. He's got some 12s. Off the ball, a little bit of flair, a little bit of finishing. Let's take a look, see what we think about him. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of acceleration. He doesn't have the strength to fight inside. He's not bad, but I think, again, we just go ahead and we throw him on the unwanted list as well. And we're going to have to, at some point, just start dumping guys because they're just wasting resources at the moment. So I think we need one more guy. I think it's probably, well, I don't know. Conan is the highest potential out of any of our players, and he's on loan. So I think we hang on to him because he's in theory getting better. Although I did get told he's not playing attacking midfield. They've been playing him at strike. I've looked. They're playing a striker, attacking forward, and Mazzala, which are 2 positions we play. Attacking midfield is not one of them. So I'm fine with that. I decided not to go after the head coach for that. He's got great physicals. That's the deal with him. So I think we hang on to him. And maybe we look at that. Let's look at physicals. Maybe that's how we kind of separate the wheat from the chaff here. This 16 acceleration is great. The balance is okay. The pace is okay, but there's not a lot of strength. There's not a lot of stamina. He can't jump. I really like this 16. In fact, I think I prefer those stats versus David here. What's David look like overall? Again, good finishing, good first touch. Good for this level. Well, for the reserve level. Have they been playing? Let's look at stats. What have they actually... let's look at overall. So who is the assistant think plays well? So he hasn't been playing Hikem at all. 2 appearances. Okay, let's lack of anything else. Man, Flair, corners. I don't know why they don't play him. I was going to say let's go with it, but I don't understand why he doesn't get more play time. And why Villar has, 25 appearances, 2 goals, all-time career goals. I'm going to transfer him. Add done wanted. Sell or release. There we go. So I think that 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 guys listed. It leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God, we got so many. 7. We've got more than 13. Some of these guys are attacking midfields. 7 here, plus Rudolph out on loan. So that at least cuts it down a little bit. So what else do I have? Nouveau has been, well, let's talk about, we'll get back to him. Let's talk about the game. So we went on to Toulouse. We had a spectacular game, 4-2. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of this. This game was insane. And is it not going to bring it up for us? There we go, generating the match. You can see they put shots on target all day long. 17 shots, 10 of them were on target, 3 clear-cut chances. We had 7. But let's go ahead and take a look. Agree. So we got off onto a good start here, I think, if I'm remembering that. Yeah. Claudio, he's been great. Since we've been playing him, he was patient. Well, he wasn't patient, but we put him in anyway for injuries. He's been good since he's been in. So he's been okay for that. Then this one, we pushed a guy down. He got a kick. Legris did. Then they pushed a guy down. Legris got the kick. And this one's an interesting one. Look at that. Little bit of English off the pole there. And then this was a great goal of theirs. Low angle, spectacular. I don't blame anybody. I think the defense was okay on this, if I'm remembering right. It was just a really, really good goal. Verala, assuming I'm remembering it correctly here. Vignard, yeah, he comes in. Look, good positioning. Goalkeeper tried to get over. Low angle, just a spectacular goal. That's all it was. This one was another great goal. Comes back out. Claudius got it. Feeds it back in. Nouveau, one touch. Look at that. It just it just curls in. It's not fast. It's just like this big, slow curve lob. And then this is how it finishes off here. I'm not a fan of that, but it worked. So I guess. Painbeng was in at this point. Big tackle there to take it away. Supposed to stay on his feet. Nobody stays on the feet on this team. There we go. Tackle, and there we go. The youngster comes in. Laborda gets the goal. Well done. It was a great game. So in that game, if we take a look and we search for Nouveau, I spelled his name wrong. Somebody was just talking about him. Oh, here we go. Neveu. Look at this match. 10 of 10 headers won, 5 of 5 tackles won, and a goal. Oh my God. He has been so good recently. If we take a look at the reports and we take a look at his form, it doesn't look spectacular, although there's some games here he's taken over an 8.6 and 8.4. There's even one down here that's a 6.2 that he won 8 out of 10 headers, 4 out of 5 tackles, had a key tackle, a key header, a couple interceptions, and they gave him a 6.2. I just, and only 2 fouls, right? I don't understand that. He has been so good. And if you take a look down here, within the league, 7.24 average. Now, he struggled in Champions League, 6.4, but the whole team struggled in Champions League. So we can't hold that against anybody. It hasn't been we haven't covered ourselves in glory in Champions League at the moment. So super happy with him. Mateo's been solid as well. He's been coming in. He was not even meant to really see play time, but due to injuries and yellow cards and everything else, he has played actually a little bit. So, if we go back to my little Foxy V2 there view, you can see that he's ended up playing 268 minutes. So, 3 starts, and we're 2-0 in those starts. I assume there's a draw in there, 2-0-1 somewhere. 18 interceptions. He's played well. Only one mistake. So solid. 6.8. Nothing flashy, nothing spectacular, but considering the talent level, really, really happy with that. Last game, we had 5 players on their final yellow, or, if they got one more yellow, they'd be suspended. And we had a number of injuries. This time we're down to 1 injury, 1 almost returned to fitness, and only 1 player, Jean-Yves Bonnet, still on his final yellow option, right? So we can play essentially our starting lineup for the most part here. Striker's the only issue, and we got Mueller back. Can he? I don't know if he can go 90. We're going to give him a chance, though. So we're going to go back in. T-Bone hasn't been good lately. 6.9. I was going to put him over here. He's left-footed. Sorry, he's right-footed, so his left foot would be in. He'd be the striker, essentially. He'd become like the inside forward. They're all strikers, but you know what I'm saying. So rather than relying on him to feed passes in, I was going to give him a chance to get some goals and use Jean-Yves Bonnet in there to feed him. But I think we reverse it. I hate to say it. I wonder if we just don't even start him. I wonder if we just do what I was going to do, but with Mueller. Let's try that. If Mueller gets injured, we can flip. The problem is Mueller, Grossboy, T-Bone. Now T-Bone's not even in there. Let's throw that in there. They're all right-footed. So is Bure as well? Bure's left, which is great. So we could play that way as well. But I want him in the center to keep getting goals for him. Not that he's been 7.1, 7.6 for Jean-Yves, 7.17. I think this is what gives us the best. We've got Victor and Skelzo back here. Legree, I've finally got him back as well. We're going to put him in there. I thought about running at winger, but we're going to play him at mid-center. We're going to stick with Goncalves, even though he's really unhappy with me still. But you can see that everybody was happy with this last press conference and comments as well. We had chats. We had press conferences. We're all good. The entire team is on the up and up at the moment. So I think we'll be okay if we take a look at this. Match cohesion's good. Atmosphere's good here. He's trying to leave. He wants first team, and he's been getting it essentially since then. Nobody agrees with him. One person disagrees with him. So we're going to live with it, and we're going to play a match. Let's take a look, see where things stand kind of at the halfway point in Champions League before we dump into it. Unfortunately, did play a game yesterday, so some are 4. You can see PSG and Copenhagen, although it's a close one with Juventus there. 7 points each, and Charles here, they're getting crushed. This is the group of death as far as I'm concerned. Chelsea and Barcelona, 8. Barcelona and Zvezda. I can't say that. Revna? Maybe it's just Revna? Srevna? I can't say either word of the word. They must be like Czech. Are they Czech? They're Serbian. Either way, I can't say it. They're in it too. Goal differential's the difference there. Oh, look at that. What's the breakdown? Is it head to head maybe? Because goal differential, man, that's a tight one. Real Madrid, Bayern up there, they're crushing Lyon and Salzburg. That's not good for us. We need the French teams to do a little bit better since I'm not doing good. We're going to lose a spot. Man United and Porto, Feyenoord and Praha both getting crushed in that one. Monaco is doing well. Praha, look at this. This is just a horrible group. 3 games in, everybody's 1 and 2 except for Monaco. Why? Oh, wow. That was the group we wanted, I guess. Man City, Besiktas, they're playing well. Well, Man City's playing well. Nobody else is playing well. That wouldn't have been a bad group for us to be in either, as it turns out. And essentially the same thing here. I mean, Benfica's good. Napoli's not. Moscow's not. And we haven't been good. So essentially, even though we've only got 1 point, there's everything to play for. We could still get in there. So there's no point in holding our head too low. Arsenal's winning theirs. I like to see that as an Arsenal fan. Madrid is second in there, but they've been pretty good. -3, -4. I mean, all things considered, as far as losers go, -1 and -2 goal differential is they're -7. There's a 0 there, and a 5 there. I mean, really, as far as the losers go, ours appears to be the tightest group as far as overall, at least by judging by goal differential, from top to bottom. So that's enough talking. We've gone 20 minutes before a match, but I had a lot to talk about this time. A lot going on in that one. I like being able to spend the time to deal with all that stuff. So team selection. We're going to run Bonet as a deep lying forward. Yeah, that's what it's called, right? Yeah. Because he's not there to score. He's there to feed these guys. And maybe take some long shots from the back if he needs to with 11. But I don't necessarily want him right up front. I'm going to run a lot of complete forwards because most of our forwards, at least on the senior team, are competent at it. So we're going to do it. So I changed it from an attacking forward to a complete forward. We got a couple target men that I'm going to run that way, and we're going to run him as a deep line because he's really just an attacking midfielder. But I'm going to try playing him up front because I'm happy with what I have. Well, happy's not the wrong. I'm not super happy with this second spot, but avenge yourselves. We're at home. We got embarrassed a bit last week. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whenever it was. So yeah, we need to do something here. Thanks to some lapses in defensive concentration, or just giving a shit. Let's see if we can do something here. At least the early body language looks good for us. This is about the healthiest, best team we've had in a while as far as putting our starters out. Yellow cards and injuries. Mueller, come on, get rid of it. That was not great. You can't just stand there and let them surround you. Oliveira there. Who's that? Neveu. I talk about how good he is, and then he lets me down with that. That was pretty poor. The whole defense came out and just left the middle open. Okay, well, I think we need to do a stick to positions here because that was pretty sad. Or, well, maybe we just need to come down from fluid to flexible. I don't need to see that again. That was terrible. Maybe that's the issue. But let's see if we can get back in this. We got Gunkov. Oh, that was terrible, Claude. But Nikolov is there. He feeds it across. There's Mueller there. Oh, how did he? You had to work to miss that. You were so close. I don't know how he managed to get that over the net from that close. I mean, he actively had to work at just going straight up. He didn't want it to go forward at all. Not till it had hit at least 20 or 30 feet. That was, it's frustrating because we're not that bad a team. We're not that far behind them. It's just these individual mistakes. We put ourselves in a position and then we go out of our way to screw it up. And defensively, we kind of do the same thing. We play great, and then all of a sudden, we just stop running. And Balo feeds that one in. I thought for sure we were trying to get an own goal there. So let's. And now we're frustrated. Now it's flipped. We're frustrated. We're angry. I'm going to do a calm down. See if we can. Nobody listens to me. This never changes anything. But the team knows. The team knows we're close. I mean, we've had shots, but we can't get a single one on target, and we just lost our goalkeeper. Well, we're going to wait for it to tell us, because if we try to do it on our own, and we don't have one on the bench. Who do they think should be the next one? Pikachu. Okay. And Mateo goes in there. Well, it's not the first time Pikachu's been our goalkeeper. So we're just snake bit against in the Champions League as far as I can tell. At least we have been so far against Benfica. Because like I say, the 2 goals they had last time were just absolute, complete, just lapses. Like just players quit playing in the middle of a play. They weren't beat ability-wise. They just quit playing. And now to lose our goalkeeper, just before halftime, and now we're going to get crushed. I mean, that's all there is to it. I just don't see any way Pikachu keeps this team out. Oh, it's disappointing. I'm not watching it again. And then we just passed it to Horta. There we go. At least Mueller took it. And Mueller's been terrible this game. I mean, we haven't seen him do anything except give the ball up. I don't know how he hung on to that. But he manages to get it through to Claudia. I think we have to take him off complete forward because even if he's supposed to be competent at it, he's clearly not. We need to just put him on attack and just have him not try to do whatever it is he's trying to do. And Oliveira, at least we got around him that time before he scored. Stadium sold out for this, by the way. 20,000 tickets sold. 1,000 of traveling fans, but yeah. We yell. We go angry. What? I mean, 6'2", 6'2", 6'2". All three of our strikers are playing a 6'2 right now. 6'4", 6'4", 6'4". Pikachu's playing a 6'5 as goalkeeper. Well, I think Bonet comes out, and I'm going to go with... I'm going to go T-Bone. Can I undo that? No, probably not, because I did it here. Nope, can't undo it. I was thinking maybe I'd just move Bonet down, take out Legree, and go that route. Legree looks frustrated. That's fine. Let's give it a go. He's not going to be in for long either, though. We might put Pengben in. We look, and I don't know why T-Bone didn't make the pass in there. We had all sorts of, we had two guys standing there waiting for it with nobody on him. Maybe they were offsides, actually. That's probably what happened. He was probably waiting for everybody to get back on sides. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt there since I'm not going to go back and look at it. Escarvante taking the corner. Okay, that's interesting. He's not on my list of corner takers. I really would rather he be up there scoring on that sort of thing, but okay, whatever. I have set them, my set piece, then he's not supposed to be doing that. So it's interesting that they gave it to him. I mean, we're putting pressure, we're keeping it on there. They're winning on the counterattack. I know Mateo. Niveau takes it away though. There we go. Escarvante. Come on, you got guys charging, they've got one defender back. You can maybe take the shot. There you go, Mueller. There we go. There we go. We got one back. Let's do an encouragement maybe. Maybe that'll help. Whew. I mean, at least we're not giving them a clean sheet. I say we've been taking shots or we've been getting shots, but we haven't been getting great shots. We've been getting great chances. Oh, it would have been nice if we would have intercepted that. T-Bone just hasn't been impressing me lately. Has not been impressing me. Not in the regular games, not in the champion games. Oh my God. Oh, it hit the post. Scelzo clears that one down a ways. Dantas is going to run in, but we've got one of our... I don't know which one that was, but probably T-Bone. No, it would have been Mueller. Would it be Mueller on that side? Left? I don't know. Oh, I hit pause. Sorry. I mean, we've had more shots. 4 of them have been on target. Oh, look at that. Oh. Good positioning by Semedo. He didn't get sucked into the players. He played his spot, stayed in his gap, took away the pass. That's what we need to be doing. But you know what? We're playing more of a flexible attacking deal. We know we give up goals. It's just we've just been so stupid about it in these games. That's the problem. That's what gives me. I don't mind if we commit to an attack a little bit hard, but when the entire team follows one player off, we get 4 players that chase him here and leaving people there. That's what bothers me. And that's probably the fluid. People trying to cover down on somebody else. We've got high work rate or teamwork, and sometimes that teamwork pulls people off. Oh wait, Nikolov goes back to get that one because they're doing other people's teamwork as well. They just don't listen to my don't slide into tackles. Other than that teamwork, we're fine. Mueller gets it across. Escavante's there. Oh, and he misses that one too. This game should be a draw. Between the 2 shots that we've had dead center front that they just have managed to put over, like they're working to miss these shots. Oh wait, let's make a sub if it's gonna let me. Navu's been terrible, but I'm not gonna blame him too much. I think Legree's the biggest problem here, and I'm actually gonna put in Grossboy. I'm gonna go a little bit more offensive here and see if we can get a little something going out of that. And that's our 3rd sub, so it'll either work or it won't. We're 2 goals down at this point, so at this point I'm playing goal differential, but I have a feeling we're going to come out of this group last. Unless somehow we... Oh my God, Pikachu. It was well placed and is not a goalkeeper. Nope, not going to watch it again. I came into this one feeling so good. Victor, first yellow card of the season. He's the only one I have that doesn't play stupid. How did he manage to miss that? Yeah, I've been asking that all day. Like I say, we're working to miss shots. We're working to give up shots. That's it. It just seems like we're trying hard to lose. Like, we've got a team that can win it. We've been paid not to. That was terrible. We weren't even looking for the cross. When it hits you in the back and it just kind of bounces off, there's a problem. Although if it was Nikolov as a defender, I understand them not being great positionally attacking. So, I need to temper my comments a little bit here. But this looks like it, But again, we're getting shots. We're just not... Maybe if we keep our goalkeeper, we keep 2 of those out and we're down 2-1. But, if Mueller and Agavante don't want to actually score these goals when we set them up front and center, can't miss. Can they miss another one? How about T-Bone? No, he didn't want to go after that one. Grossboy's got it. Grossboy, up to T-Bone. Do something. Nope, he did the same thing. How high can I scoop that? I don't know why I don't know if it's nerves. I don't know. This is a team that should be okay, pressure and stuff, so I don't think it's that. They're just bad. That's just it. We're just playing badly. There's Goncalves' brother. He might be the only... Look at that. Stay on our feet. No, just slide in front of him without doing anything. Do again. We've got everybody there except where the guy was. This is not the game that I want 19,000 of our fans to show up and see. But we've had 22 shots, 3 clear-cut chances, 4 half chances. Again, by the numbers, this is not a 4-1 ass-whooping. If you just look at the match stats. But the goals we've given up have been horrible goals. Again, injury is part of that. And the goals we've missed have been badly missed. Goncalves, Grossboy, somebody squeak one in there. There we go. 4-2. At least it looks like it was it was an exciting match. And it's just that we're just that close, We're just individual abilities, the team, we get ourselves where we want to get, and then we're just incapable of making the right decision individually, one-on-one in those spots sometimes. We're close. We're not going to be here to see the unfortunate, well, not unfortunate. We've seen a lot of football already in this series. If we want to play this another year or 2, I think we'd be solid. Why did you have it down for a draw? They whooped us last time too. But like I say, if you look at the stats, we weren't bad. We only had the 1 yellow card. Possession was fairly equal. We had more clear-cut chances. We had more key passes. Work rate was pretty equal as far as running. They said we didn't have any mistakes leading to a goal. Their average rating was better. Just individual play. That was the difference. Yeah, it was disappointing. And I think that, we went into the second half in a position to do something. And Napoli crushed Spartak, so that probably finishes it for us. Because now Napoli's got a commanding lead. They'd have to lose the next two. We'd have to win our next two, including the one over Napoli, and come up with a 6-goal differential. So I think that sinks us. I'm not even sure we have a chance at third here. We've kind of embarrassed ourselves, to be honest. But, I don't know what you expect for a team's first time in Champions League. This is probably fairly standard. And he's out for 9 weeks. Well, hopefully 6 to 7. And injuries have not been our friend either. Whoops, that's not injuries. That's pounds. Let's take a look here. Season summary so far. We've had Nielsen's missed a bunch. Bentalob's missed a bunch. Grossboy's missed a bunch. Suleiman's missed a bunch. And now we're going to miss, maybe 6 weeks for our goalkeeper as well, which puts him in that category there. So, and he's not one of our injury-prone players. So, I don't know what to say. So we'll go ahead and make sure. But, that's why we got Berge there, not maybe on the bench, but there. And we just kind of continue on. So let's take a look. I think we got a couple more matches before Napoli. So, yeah, it's not looking good. We will be at home. 19,515 at that one. Not too bad. This was a sellout. This was a sellout. That wasn't a bad one to see. And they're both draws against good teams. So we didn't embarrass ourselves in those, actually. So we'll continue on. And then at some point we've got cup play. Maybe we'll be a little bit better in that. I don't know. What happened? Let's see. Let's go UEFA rules, group stage, squad registration. Away goals used. Oh, away goals. Okay. Oh, that's second leg. No, I don't want playoffs. I want group stage. It doesn't. I don't know. We're in Group G. It doesn't matter. Result between teams. So yeah, top 2 teams go to the knockout round. The worst thing is when we lose like that, I don't think we get any money, right? We got 450,000 or whatever for the draw. You've been on your last yellow card and injured. Shut up. Let's see. Can Simon deal with it? Nope. I'm not going to talk to him. I already did. He dropped it and he brought it back up. That doesn't mean I need to talk to him every time about it. He's just finally, nope, still on his last yellow. Till that disappears, he's not going back in. That's my decision. So, and in fact, we've got now he's on his last yellow. He's on his last. Oh, because this is league and not champions. So yeah, so we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we still got 5 players on their last yellow. All right, thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time. Cheers.